NFL owners currently meeting to discuss the league's biggest issue, salary cap among them. Let's send it over now live to Judy Batista, Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero with us with the latest on the ground in Las Colinas. Take it away.
Well, good morning, guys. I think our day is probably going to be dominated again by talk of the New England Patriots. We may get a resolution on this investigation. That would be pretty fast for the NFL. But they have already interviewed all the people they needed to interview. They've looked at the tape. They've looked at the security report. Certainly the feeling you get from talking to people around here late yesterday was they do not think that this rises to the level of a competitive advantage that the Patriots were trying to get. They seem inclined to believe the Patriots' version of events, that this was an innocent mistake by a production crew and that it was not at the direction of the football side of the operation.
And that's what Bill Belichick has been clear about, that the football people didn't know anything about it, and the production crew was a third-party contractor, essentially, that the Patriots hired. Meanwhile, the Bengals people are not happy still, and I think they have a lot of questions for the league, including why were the Patriots literally filming their sideline, and that's something where you talk to the Patriots rivals, talk to other people here. They have questions too. They obviously would like to see the Patriots punished, but you look at what has sort of come out a little bit, and the Patriots, Tom, have basically said they did it. It's just the intention that's kind of being discussed.
These were shocking images when Bengals people were able to view portions of the video. I've spoken to one of them who says it's a very clear shot of coaches signaling on the sideline, something that you are not allowed to shoot, whether it's innocent or not. That's what the NFL is having to sort through here, is what were the intentions, what were the mechanics of how this entire thing came to be. This is what advanced scouts do. They claim they're making a documentary on advanced scout. You're watching the signaling, you're watching the substitution patterns. The one thing you can't do, tape it. And of course, there's a history here. If this were a different team, this would not be the top story.
We would not have heard about it at all.
And here we are.
Right. The other thing we're almost certainly going to hear a lot about today from the competition committee is officiating, which I think has probably been the topic of the season so far. The NFL doesn't like it that way. I've been told that once the season ends, there'll be a top-down review of officiating. They're going to look specifically at pass interference replay, how that's been handled, whether they want to rewrite the rule, junk it all together, perhaps. And they are certainly going to look at, do they have the right personnel in the right jobs at the command center to handle replay? That has been a big issue this year. Do they need, you heard Sean Payton sort of tee up the idea of a three-person committee handling replays.
Yeah, and so much of it now, Judy, is communicating with the public on social media and other ways, just explaining the rules, and certainly that has been something that's kind of been lacking. Meanwhile, Tom, it does seem like they're going to take a look at one of the more exciting plays that now is no longer exciting in the NFL, the onside kick. We're going to go through this offseason, see, can they take something which they made healthier, they made safer, but basically took it away. Can they make it exciting again without adding all that risk?
Officiating, one of the first topics that's going to come up here when the meetings get going in about 2 hours. There'll be a variety of other sessions throughout the day, including a report on the state of collective bargaining negotiations toward a new deal. As you said yesterday, Judy, those negotiations with the union going to continue tomorrow. There's optimism here. I've not sensed the same level of optimism yet on the part of the NFLPA.
And as we go back to you guys, just an update. They got the range on what the salary cap is going to be for next year, the projections. The range is $196.8 million to $201.2 million per club. If that holds up, that's an increase of at least $10 million over last year. That would be 7 years in a row of at least $10 million a year increase.
Dak Prescott's probably watching this morning with maybe a bit of a smile on his face. Thank you so much, Judy Batista and Tom Pelissero, Ian Rappaport, for setting the table, the agenda for us.